Welcome back to On Call and in Color, where we break barriers. My name is Christina Jefferson.
And I'm Tatiana Dunn. And we are so excited to get you guys interested into this episode today. So we're going to talk about white coat. We're going to talk about, managing med school and some of our greatest memories today. So we're just going to hop right into it and start at the very beginning of medical school. So Christina, can you go ahead and explain what a white coat ceremony is and your experience for ours?
So white coat ceremony is something that different med schools have at different times, but every med school should have it. Where basically you get your white coat. It's a shorter version of the traditional white coat that you see many physicians have.
Yeah, short version.
Yeah, just so that they can differentiate who is a med student, who's a doctor, even though nobody be thinking we doctors. They think we are nurses, which is fine. Love nurses, but that's besides the point. So yeah, it's a beautiful day for the school that we attend. It's the first day of class.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have class, but it's the first day that we start school. So for us, it was August 1st.
Yeah, it was August 1st.
Yeah.
I think it's always August 1st, no matter what day it is for our school.
Okay, yeah. Because I was a little
Kick
confused.
off the month strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was a beautiful day. They only allowed us to have certain amount of people.
Yeah.
A certain amount of people come. Some people did not do that. Did you have more people come for your white coat?
No, I actually only had my immediate family.
Yeah.
But some people had,
7-8 people come.
Yeah.
And I wish that I did that.
I wish I did too.
Yeah.
They didn't have anywhere to sit.
Yeah.
But they were there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Because they said basically you'll have 2 chairs. So I thought that meant only 2 people could come. But people were outside of the tent that they had us all in.
Yeah, we had ours outside. That's something very different about our school. We had it outside, which I didn't per se like.
Really?
It was hot.
It was hot.
And, it's in a tent, so we didn't have that much room.
Yeah.
And I remember my parents were all the way in the back.
Yeah, you couldn't even see them.
Yeah, I couldn't even, Granted, maybe I wouldn't have been able to see them in the auditorium, but at least I wouldn't have been sweating. I wouldn't have been hot.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this is August 1st. It's hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. And we also had to wait outside in the heat. So while we were waiting to line up, they lined us up in the heat. And I remember our producers, our first years, did y'all wait outside in the heat? Not you did.
Yeah,
okay.
so they were outside.
Yeah. So I guess it is what they do, but I was just dang, I'm walking in my heels in this grass, I'm sinking. It was a little bit chaotic, but those are the negative things. The positive things were that it was beautiful. I did not cry. I'm not really that's not really my vibe. I'm a crier. What would you? Am I a crier? I'm a crier.
No.
Ish.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. No. No.
I cry at certain things, but I feel nothing ever feels real to me. Nothing ever sinks in.
Life is a joke.
Life is a joke. Life is lighthearted and fun. So everybody's I was tearing up. People, Tati's a crier. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. An Aquarius, and I'm a Pisces. We really switched roles, but regardless, it was beautiful. I just did not cry. I felt joy and elation, and I wanted to really sit in that moment and just be I'm here, like Fantasia said, like Celie said. I'm here. Watch The Color Purple if you haven't. Did you see The Color Purple?
No, not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say, Black Color Purple, but it's I haven't seen many Black movies. I've only seen The First Friday. And I'm digressing. Back to the white coat ceremony. Tell me, how did you feel?
So, like Christina said, ours was outside. We kind of already debriefed the negatives, I guess, but it's a really big day. Across the board for any medical student ever, it's the most memorable day ever because you sit down and you already have on, well, no, you don't have your white coat. You're carrying it. It's your first ever official white coat.
Yeah.
It says medical student, your name on it, the school, it's really nice. And they have it nice and ironed out.
Pressed, yeah.
Pressed.
Mine don't look like that anymore. I promise you that.
Yeah, mine don't either. Yeah. And it's just a moment where you're oh my God, I finally did it. And it just all sinks in. And you're oh my gosh, I'm going to be a doctor in what? 4 years? Maybe 5, maybe 6. You know, we'll get into that. But however many years you're like, I'm going to do it. Like, I got here and now all I got to do is stay here. Like, a lot of people say like the hardest part about medical school is getting into medical school. I mean, and it is. Like, we had definitely had a different journey where, you know, we did a pathway program and we talk about that in another episode. But it's like, man, I just remember sitting down and being like, oh my God, like I did it. Like,
did you cry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know I cried that day. I'm like, yeah, like our producer and you know, some of our team here, like they're first years now, we're second year. So I remember going to their white coat ceremony crying.
I was crying more at theirs.
Yeah, because it's like, oh my God, our friends. Like, y'all are here with us. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. It was like the most memorable day. And like I had my family, my niece was also here. And so I think that was like a really big deal for me to have her here. Shout out to you, Brookie. She's like 10. And so like she understands what's going on. My other niece, she's younger, so she wouldn't quite understand. But Brooke does understand what's going on now. So I think it was nice that she got to see like her auntie like in her white coat and stuff.
It's an inspiration.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, it was nice having my family there. And it's like, you're holding your white coat, you walk up on the stage, and whoever your advisor is, granted, like you don't know these people yet, but so basically it's some random person, like coding you or whatever.
Yeah.
And you hand them your coat and you put on your white coat and you stand there, you take your picture.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I hated my picture on stage. I can't lie to you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because the dress I was wearing, you know, body positivity. But the dress I was wearing was not giving.
She looked beautiful.
I did not like it. The pictures that came out, I was like, damn, my stomach is poking.
Okay, yes. And we go to this like white predominant school. So like we all were like, we're going to pop out. Because, you know, most of the time people are going to wear black and white and gray and brown. So we all popped out with different colors.
Unplanned, by the way.
Yeah, like we just knew we were going to pop out. We were in a group chat like, we're going to pop out. We didn't know we were all going to do bright colors. So there's like this beautiful picture of like all of us having like pink, yellow, orange, red.
I hate that picture. That's the worst one of them all.
Out.
And they posted it because we were the diversity picture, of
course. Okay? Literally. Like we
all the black and brown
the diversity. Yeah. Yeah.
But I look
schools be capping.
Yeah.
But
look at all of them. That is all of them.
Yeah, that was
all 12.
That was it. Yeah.
But yeah.
It was a beautiful day. And you know, you get your white coat on, you take your picture and you wear it. And I was sitting actually on the front row because my last name is Dunn, so alphabetical order, whatever. And it was so nice. Like, and then you get this long speech from like one of the deans, and you know, in the moment it feels so special. Yeah. Then I went to the white coat ceremony for this year's class, and I was like, that's the same thing she said to us. Yeah. Like, y'all are extraordinary. Y'all are the best class that we've ever had. Yeah. The best credentials we've ever. Y'all tell that to everybody. Yeah. Dang. Like I was like, ooh, but I mean, when I was hearing our classes, like credentials, I was like, dang. Yeah. Like, oh. We have an Olympian in our class.
Yeah, we do.
We have an Olympian in our class, which is crazy.
They're like somebody who's like biked across all of South America.
I'm like,
what?
Dang.
Yeah.
So I was working a summer job.
Yeah. No, like, and that is, you know, it was cool because that was our first time meeting all of our classmates.
Yeah. You didn't really know.
Yeah. We all sat at a table and everybody.
Hi, I'm Tatiana.
Yeah.
What's your name? Right. Where are you from?
Yeah. Nobody's showing like who they are yet.
Yeah.
And so it's all nice because everybody's just like has no knowledge of what's to come. We're not struggling. We're not stressed. It's just like pure happiness. So I will always hold that memory
dear.
Yeah. Very fondly. But it was a blur. And I was glad to have like done it with friends. Like some people, because we're in a program, like we were able to come in together.
Yeah. As a family.
Yeah. So that was nice too.
Yeah. I can't imagine like coming into medical school and not knowing a soul. Like shout out to y'all that do that because they have really been like, my cohort has really been my support system. Like, I mean, I'm talking like, I remember moments when I went to Christina and hugged her and just cried. Or Christina has come to me and hugged me and cried. I'm thinking of this like, I don't be thinking of what I'm thinking. But like just these moments where we're literally like in tears crying, you know. So it's a very special moment. You're so excited because it's like, oh my God, we just started medical school, like this new journey. You have no idea what well, for us, most of us are first gen medical students. So we don't know what to expect. And it's just like, you're so excited and you're like, wow. Mm-hmm. So getting into like the journey of medical school, that's the beginning. You're so excited. You've made it, one of the biggest days of your life, like no doubt. Give us some like tea on time management. Like once you really get into it, you're starting to take tests, you're starting to study, you're starting to like really get in the weeds. So Chrissy, start us off with gems for time management, because I got some tea on this.
Yeah. So of course I'm in my second year. I'm still figuring out time management to this day.
And that's the day.
Okay. That's the tea. And we'll talk about another episode, like failure. But every time that I fail a test or have failed, it's because I did not manage my time well. And I decided that something else was more important than school. Does that mean that decision was wrong?
No.
It just means that I had consequences for that decision, kind of thing. But one of my gems that I live by is my Google Calendar. Some people do not like calendars or planners in general. They just like to-do lists because the structure, let's say I put, study from 9 to 12 and something came up. Now I got to move it to 10 to 1 and everything shifts and everything's messed up. For me, I just need to like have some sort of structure or else the day will just go topsy-turvy and I'll have no direction. And also I need to put my meetings on there because I've missed a meeting. I've missed, school events that I probably should have been at, but I just did not have something like in my face. Sometimes you get wrapped up in studying and talking to your family, whatever. And like, I think that I need that Google Calendar. That's like my holy grail of, scheduling. In terms of how I like time manage balancing my social life and balancing school. If you know me, I like to be around people. I would say.
Yeah, thanks. Had to cut that out.
Yeah, real quick. I would say I am an extrovert. Okay. Sometimes I like to say I'm an extroverted introvert, and everybody's like, that's not true.
No. Christina gets to know everyone for us, and then she comes back and it's like, here's the tea.
Yeah.
We can trust it. Or don't trust it.
Yeah. And I have to learn the hard way sometimes, which is unfortunate. I've had to learn the hard way with a few people, but I just am a people person. I think that's one of the reasons why I went into medicine. Like I love people. I love going out. I love having a good time. I love laughing. I love having a little drinky drink. Not too much. I have a sensitive stomach. Okay. But I love to have a good time. So, all that being said, in terms of having a good time and balancing school, I had to figure out a way to be like uber productive during the week so that my weekends could still look like I had free time or be really productive in the beginning of Saturday or in the beginning of Sunday and have like that evening. We would sometimes have girls' nights.
Yes.
Which we should do again. We fell off because everybody gets stressed and busy and like freaking out, so they don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, and we're about to start studying for STEP. Well, we have been like progressively studying for STEP. So it's like,
but it's gonna get more intense, and so it's gonna be hard to do stuff. But making time for stuff like that, I had to intensely study before because sometimes even if you decide like I'm going to just say screw it and do like go out or whatever, and then Sunday I'll like really work my tail off.
Yeah.
That can work, but for me, I have immense guilt. And sometimes I cannot even have a good time because I'm thinking in the back of my head.
That's my problem.
I need to do more. I should have done more. If I don't do this, am I going to fail? But at first I was chilling. Once I failed that first test, I never felt ease again. So
it'll put you.
It'll put a little fire up your butt, you know? So I'm still, again, learning how to time manage, but I feel like I'm getting better and better as time progresses. And also the mindset of this sucks, but you have to do it. I used to get boggled down by thinking this sucks so bad that I would be paralyzed by it sucking. When in reality, like life sucks, or it probably sucks for our parents to have to feed us after a long day of work. Yeah. But they do that. You just got to do what you got to do. So those are my gems, I guess.
Yeah.
Tatiana, what do you do?
Yeah, I have a hate-love relationship with this topic because, you know, and I just made a TikTok about this. But if you, how can I say this? Mm-hmm. A lot of influencers and people will say to you like, oh my God, you can have balance in medical school.
You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. You know what comes with doing whatever you want, honestly? Money. But you know, I will say, you can do different things like during medical school. Like you don't have to give up your whole entire life, but you have to give up a good portion of it. And people won't tell you that because they wanted to make it look like it's this beautiful, beautiful thing. Like there's no hurt, there's no pain. It's just magic. Because they want the views, you know. But let's be real. Let's get real for a second. Balance is this type of thing where it's like you're having to continuously figure it out. Everything in medical school changes. Like your first year, you're getting used to things. You're getting used to like how to study, especially if you're a first gen medical student and you come from, you know, backgrounds that most POC people do. You haven't had like private tutors before. You haven't had to study for 8-10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, you know, most of the time, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just going to speak from my personal experience, actually. Let me just start doing that. But, before people come at me. But yeah, so like balance is this thing that you're going to have to always learn with life. I don't feel like it's just get a hobby, read a book, you know, self-care. No offense. Christina likes to read books. Sorry. Not that she's like ever said that though, but I've seen people say like read a book or, you know, self-care. Yeah, you want to have self-care, but like med school is also constantly changing. Like you have your first year where you're taking tests and, you know, your first year and a half or first 2 years, most curriculums are set up where you're going to be taking exams. For us, like we were taking exams like every other week. So we really did only have like one weekend out of the month really where we could like go out and really have fun without feeling guilt because we knew we're starting a new block on Monday and we don't have to, you know, get into it. But as soon as you get used to that, your second year is coming to an end. Boom. Everything changes because now you're studying first step and you're having to adapt to a new type of balance. And that's like 6 to 8 weeks. Some people have different like amounts of weeks for dedicated. Then you take step one and it's not linear for everyone. Some people have to push a block back, meaning like you take an extra 6 weeks or 8 weeks or however many weeks. Some people have to push a whole year back and that's perfectly fine. Like you just might need more time, you know, or you might need a break. People take breaks for different reasons in medical school. It's not this linear 4-year journey where like you're in and you're out. You could be in, out, in, out, in, out. And we've seen that, you know, and it's perfectly fine. Like life hands you different lemons and you have to make lemonade.
Shout out Beyonce.
So yeah, like, and then soon as you pass step 1, you're going into your clerkship or your rotations, and every single 6 to 8 weeks, 4, 6, 8 weeks, you're changing because you're in a different rotation. You're in internal medicine, you're in surgery, you're in OB-GYN, you're in whatever else, you know, it goes like the list goes on, and it's going to change every time because you have different expectations and different attendings. Then boom, 4th year medical students are the happiest of all because they're like the funniest people ever because they're just like literally chilling. They've done everything. They know what to expect. But even for them, once they graduate, they have to go into residency and everything changes again. So I feel like people will try to cop you out and be like, you can find perfect balance in medicine by doing these 3 things. It doesn't work like that for everyone. But I will say, like, I think I just had to learn how to prioritize, meaning as in like, I'm going to make sure I study for 3 hours today, at least, or 4 hours today, or whatever. I'm not a big person that likes to study off of hours because I would hear my friends say, I studied 10 hours today. And then I would be like, I studied 3. Like,
but who knows? But like, I like
people
that.
Be lying though too. Like, and then lying. Like you could say you study for 10 hours, but what were you doing those 10 hours?
Yeah, that's why I'd be lying. I'd be at the library for 10 hours. What am I doing?
Yeah, and so you know it happens, but you know, and then like making self-care, I've tried to like come up with a routine at night that I don't compromise on. And like Christina said, like sometimes like even when I failed a test, I realized like I wasn't gonna compromise my mental health a couple weeks ago, so I failed this test.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like that.
Yeah.
Or I wasn't going to compromise going home for my grandmother's birthday. So her 95th birthday or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have failed a test. I don't know. But you know, it is what you make it, and you have to find what works for you. There is no secret code. There is no secret sauce. You know, med school is a journey, and you have to kind of like figure out yours.
Yeah.
Marathon, not a race. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever works for you. You know, I've had my ups and my downs, and life be lifing.
Yeah, but we're still here and have really faced no true consequences for our failures. Like we have, but nothing that is life altering.
Yeah.
Or even curriculum altering. For real.
Because some people have, like, some people have really kind of like had some, you know,
some trials,
some really crazy trials, and some really crazy coincidences where it actually has affected their transcript or whatever. But you know, we're here, we're doing great.
And speaking of doing great, we wanted to talk to y'all about maybe some of our best favorite memories. There are so many, but yet so few. No, I'm just kidding. There are a lot. But in school, you only get so much time to do the fun things, to do the parties, to do it up. So most of Tati and I's favorite memories are the same and together. Yeah. Because there are, again, only so many things you can do. So Tati, what is your favorite memory?
So thinking back to my favorite memory of medical school, say right now, it's not going to be studying, it's not going to be taking the test, it's not going to be none of that. But I think my favorite memory is we have this thing called the Med Gala or Gala, however you want to pronounce it. Still trying to figure that out. People say different things now.
Well, yeah, it's called formal, but as somebody who helped plan it last year, it was rebranded as Med Gala. But the rebrand hasn't really caught on. But we're trying.
Yeah, so it's this big formal event. You know, you're bringing out your best formal wear.
It's like prom.
Yeah, it's basically like, people have literally called it med school prom. Some people bring dates. Some people bring like outside friends. It's not limited to just like you and your classmates. And also it's every single class. So it's the first years, the second years, the third years, the fourth years, and whoever else buys a ticket and wants to come with them. So you get to see everybody in your entire medical school. So I think it's a really beautiful experience. You get you get lit. And you have a lot of fun. And you know, of course, like as a girly, you know, who doesn't like getting dressed up with their like best friends going out to this, and especially like a formal gown. Like, oh my God, y'all, we look so beautiful. Like nobody had to try. Like we slayed, walked in, everybody was like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, we look beautiful. Can't wait for us to look beautiful again this year. But yeah, it was a great experience. Like we literally stayed. Christina was also on the committee, so we also didn't want to leave her, but genuinely, like we were having a good time. And you know, we were having a good time, y'all, because we stayed to the very end, to like 2 a.m. in the morning. We were there till the very end. I'm
trying to get
hoping.
Coats.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's that much fun this year because we have it in a few weeks. So
next weekend.
Yeah, and I got my dress.
Oh, did you?
Yes. So I'm wearing blue this year. I wore green last year, loved it. But that was my favorite memory. Like all of us went. Everybody, the boys were so handsome, the girls were so beautiful. Got to meet some of our like classmates' spouses and like their friends and stuff like that, and seeing them party
was funny.
It's in a different light. In a good way though. Like I had fun with them. They're crazy. But so are we. So it was nice to see everybody like kind of loosen up. So
for sure. I had 2 of my friends from undergrad who live in Boston are coming. I have one friend in law school, one friend that works in corporate. They both have bought a ticket. Shout out Arvin and Kimberly Michael, because I like texted my other friend in school because I just feel like it's so fun.
It's so fun. So I hope we get a good DJ. Same DJ?
Me too. I don't know. I'm not on the committee this year. Oh, praise God. That was terrible. I had a terrible time.
Chrissy be working hard.
Yes, for what reward, you know. But all that being said, it was a great time.
Your favorite memory?
My favorite memory was there was this boat party. Okay, this is not at every med school, but where we are located is by the water, and there is an annual boat party that they have. This past year, kind of whack, but the
Our first year
was so freaking fun. Okay. We all, again, looked fab. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at me right now and you'd be like, this girl's lying because I look crazy. But when I dress up, it's a different story.
Okay.
When we all dress up, because we never get to dress up. So
we never do.
Everybody pops out because like it's our one chance to really shine.
Literally one chance.
But yeah, it was so fun. We got on the boat. The DJ was decent, you know. We were lit again, having a good time. Everybody on that boat was having a great time. There was not one person on the boat that was not. If you were not having a good time, I don't know nobody that was having a bad time.
I don't know nobody.
Yeah, everybody had a great time. And that's why a lot of our class went again this past year. But great vibes. The dance floor was packed. At both the boat party and, at both the boat party and the formal. I love to dance, okay? I'm always going to be in the middle of the dance floor.
Literally.
So,
the middle. And mind you, Christina's not that tall. So I remember like going to get a drink and coming back from the bar like, where are my people? Like looking like, where are my people? And Christina, all these tall people around her, Christina's like, like getting in the middle, like, and I was like, okay, here we go.
I'm weak.
Yeah. But the boat was crazy.
The boat was crazy. When the dance floor is jumping, you know it's a good party.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the boat rocking and you trying to dance.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The boat rocking, you being lit and trying to dance at the same time really makes for an experience. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was such a great experience. And it was the beginning of our M1 year. I think we were
still happy.
I think we were on our first or second test.
Yeah.
And it was our anatomy test. There's 2 parts. There was an anatomy part, like the practical where you go in the lab and label stuff. And then there was a multiple choice. We had gotten some of our scores. I found out on the boat that I had failed the multiple choice part, but you combine it for an average.
Same thing happened to me. I thought I had failed too.
Yeah. But I just let it go. Yeah, we passed when we got back home. I looked and they put the real grade. But even then, it was so fun that I couldn't even really care about failing. Like I was just like, this is a great time. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself on that boat. We try to do another one for people of color, and that'll work out. Hopefully, somebody else will take the reins and it'll work out. But you know, that was my favorite memory. I don't know about...
I mean, I med school is a journey. Like, we have good memories. We have bad memories. But, I mean, I feel like we're going to look back on this, like, 20 years from now and just be grateful for it all, I guess. Grateful that we had each other anyway.
For sure.
Because, we'd be going through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. We just want to say thank you. This is On Call It in Color, where we break barriers, and we leave you with this quote today.
If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. And if you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. That's from Nora Roberts. Thank you again for tuning in.
Bye.